in today's video, we are finishing off our Flying Geese zippered pouch, our Improv Flying Geese zipper pouch. And look at this thing. Is that or is that not absolutely brilliant? So I followed a tutorial and I made loads of notes, but then I had to go back and watch the video a few times because it got a bit confusing and my notes didn't make any sense. It's a video by Jan Howell, and I will link that in the description and in the blog post because you might find her video more concise because she designed the pattern. But I wanted to do the video to show you, to finish it off. I wasn't going to follow a pattern. I was just going to make the zipper pouch how I wanted to, how I know how to do it. But I was just searching on, you know, like how to do zipper tabs, because the way that I do the zipper tabs, it doesn't always work that well. And I saw a video that she makes the zipper tabs differently, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. And then I started watching the whole video. I skipped to like the zipper tabs bit, and then I started watching the whole video and I was like, hey, that looks really cool. So that's what I made. So you do lose quite a lot of the flying geese, which I'm not really happy about, and the seams are quite bulky on the sides. So I'm going to have a play and do one that's just plain fabric instead of pieced and quilted fabric. I think that might work better. And you do lose quite a lot of fabric. Like this was like over 18 inches. I think it was like 22 or something, and it's like 10. So well, like 8, but then in total it's like 10. So it's a bit disappointing that you lose so much fabric, but that might just be me making it for the first time and seeing how it goes. So yeah, if you would like to see how I finish off the Improv Flying Geese zipper pouch and make this, and it is so cool, stay tuned. I guess, yeah. Let's keep on watching and make this together because I think it's going to be really fun. So I shall see you in the video in a minute, like this. I've got the 2 panels and I've got the lining pieces and the zip, and what I've done so that I don't make the mistake of last time is I've just sewn across the zip so that now the zipper won't come off, because that's what I did before. I sewed it all on and I pulled it off by accident. So we're going to get started and finishing our zipper pouch. I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing and I can't wait to get it finished because this has been a long time for me doing it. I think it's been like 3 weeks since I made it, because last week the power was out. So obviously I couldn't do any sewing, and I didn't want to do it at home because I didn't want to bring all the things back home. I mean, that's the whole point that I've got the studio, is so that I don't have to do things on my tiny desk at home. So and I have moved around again. But my dad's coming tomorrow to build a design wall. So I will do a whole reveal when I've got the design wall, and fingers crossed that I've got enough design wall flannel because damn, that is expensive. I think it's like £18 a metre, but like normal flannel isn't that much cheaper, so I might as well get more K flannel, right? So yeah, so for a while it'll be like half batting, half flannel, just until I can get some more. Hopefully find it on the wholesale. So this is the one panel and this is the other panel, and we are going to making it into a zipper pouch. I'm so excited. So let's get to it. Also, quick side note, I have a darker lipstick on because I feel like it, and also it's Dior. My grandma bought it for me a few years ago at Christmas, so why not? You know, I always wear the red because it matches my red hair and all the things, but I just felt like something different. I used to always wear dark lipstick, so this is a change and it's fun. So yeah, let's get into the into the zipper pouch now that I've just done a quick side note. So let's get to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the zip on. So I'm going to put that one to one side. I've got the panel facing up, the zipper facing down, and the lining piece facing down, like this. And then I'm going to clip it together. I find the clips easiest rather than pins because I can easily take the clips off instead of trying to not get stabbed by the pins. So I'm just going to do that and make sure that the zipper is up to the top of both fabric pieces. And then what I found handy is that the magnetic pin holder thingy that we sell in our shop that is actually quite useful. I put the pins in the lid, I put the clips in the lid, because then I can just like pour them out back into my little tub. I don't know if you can see, I've got a little tub. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'm just going to pull it closer to me so that I can see if it's all lined up as it should be, and it is for the most part there. There we go. Right, so then what I've done is I've got my zipper foot on the sewing machine, and what I'm going to do is, see, the zipper is actually off the side, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the zip down, and then as we get to the zip I'll stop and turn it round. So I want to make sure that it's as close to the zipper teeth as possible, and I'm going to just increase the stitch length so it's about 2.5. Oh, let me move you around. There, you can see now. Okay, let me move my stool. I've got a footstool I put my feet on. But yeah, so I've got the zipper foot right next to, the needle is right next to the teeth of the zip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and forth. Make sure that you back stitch at the beginning and the end of your zip, because the zip will have lots of wear and tear as you pull it back and forth. So we're just going to do this, and then see, I've come to my clip and I've got the lid of the thing. I'm going to stick that there actually. So I'm going to, there we go, come into the zip, to the clip even, the zip and the clip. That's fine, I think it's a hair, that's fine. And now I'm coming to the zipper pull, so I'm making sure my needle is down. I'm going to lift the foot up and I'm going to pull this zipper backwards. So the zipper pull is about there. Put the foot back down and set off again. I'm coming to the clip. I'm going to take the clip off There we go. Put that there. I'm just going to hold it for the rest of it because there's not that much. And then I'm going to backstitch. There we go. And now we've got a zip on, a zip attached to the lining. So push that back so that you can see. This is what we should have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that up, and I'm going to make sure that this is facing nicely, and I'm just going to give it a quick press just so that I know that it's in the right place. So I need to move my phone. The phone controls where the camera is, which is very cool. So I'm just gonna, you can't see. Let me change it so that you can see the iron too. You can kind of see. You can see more of my messy desk. I'll just put my phone here. So, is it a messy desk or is it just creative chaos? Like I said, my dad's coming tomorrow to put up the design wall, so I'm not bothering organising again until, you know, there's not much point, is there? So I'm just going to stop for now to read my instructions because I forgot what to do. Read my instructions. So we have the lining fabric facing up, the zipper pouch panel facing up, so the pretty side up, and then we have the other top facing down, so it's up, up, down, whereas before it was down, down, up, or something like that. I can't recall. So we've got the clip, so I'm going to clip it in place and make sure it's all lined up together like that. So also I've had a few comments about when my nails are long and that it can be quite distracting. I apologise if they're distracting. And you know, I'm not going to sacrifice having long nails. You know, that's just my preference. And then also some people have said, you know, how do you do anything? And it's like, you know, you just practice. So like picking up the clips and things, sometimes that's a bit tricky, but it's all worth it in the end. You know, you just have different ways to do it. So I can't pick up like, you know, with my fingertips necessarily, like you might pick up like that. That's a bit trickier. So I pick up with the sides of my fingers. I can pick up coins and things just fine, like off the floor. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I do apologise if you find them distracting or whatever, but just be nice in the comments because that's my personal preference. You know, you guys have personal preferences for things. I don't know what they are, let me know. But I'm also a nail technician, so you know, sometimes I like having, you know, a bit fancy nails sometimes. Also, it's really good when I have a shower and I wash my hair, I can proper massage my head and it feels really nice. So, and the reason why they're not finished is because I've not finished them yet. I wanted to do the sewing and I've had the laser on today, so that's why I've not finished them today. So I'm going to do that when I get back home, because then I can run the laser tomorrow. Because this is a bit of a side note, but because I do acrylic nails and the liquid part of the acrylic, the monomer, is extremely flammable, the laser cutter is essentially doing a little fire thing. So if I did monomer in here and had the laser on shortly thereafter, it would just go kaboom. And I don't think I have that type of insurance. And also I don't want anything to go kaboom. But like I did my sister's nails on Monday, I did my nails yesterday, and well, mostly, you know, so you know, you just let the vapors dissipate after, you know, overnight. So yeah, anyway, let's get back to what we're actually doing. This was just my little side note. So you know, it's nice to catch up with you guys about other things other than sewing, you know, whatever. So I've got the zipper pouch again lined up with the, hang on, oh yeah, there we go. I couldn't see that back zipper. So it's right up against the zipper teeth. And what we're going to do, I'm going to put the pedal in the right place, and we are going to back stitch. So go forwards a bit and then backwards a bit and then forwards again. So put the needle down and put the clips in the little tub. That is so useful, honestly. The pins and everything is so useful. I tend to use clips more, to be fair, but it's actually like really useful, the little lid and the magnetic thing. I put my stitch ripper on there so that it's safe. Just like all the little magnetic things that hold the knees then. Bless me. I put the clips on here too. The clips are magnetic. They've got the little metal bit. So the clips go on here too sometimes. But I have found I just mostly put the like a bunch of pins, clips on there. But mostly I just use it for the lid for the clips, and then I put the pins in the on top of the thing. But the lid goes on really stiffly, so that's good. And like I said, you can buy it in our shop. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of rippling, so that I'm not happy about. So I'm just going to take the pins off and hold it really stiff. Pull the zipper towards the edge there so that it's not in the way. And then back stitch again. There we go. So then now open it out. So we have our zipper pouch, so we separate the linings. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Definitely sewed this side, we just did better with the zip. But there is no way in hell I am picking this up, unpicking it all again. It took me ages. It was so annoying. So it will have to do. It's okay. So then I'm going to iron it again, so I'll put my phone there and iron this front side, make sure that's pulled down. Pull it down, there we go. Pull it onto the way, and there we go, like that, like that there. trolley out a bit sideways. So what I'm using to iron on is a Raskog trolley cart from IKEA and the leftover bit of wood from the main ironing board, but it's made just the same. The piece of wood wrapped in batting and then wrapped in fabric, and you just staple the shit out of it. So then what you're going to do now is you're going to top stitch it on both sides, and remember to put the zip back in. And I really do think that putting the sorry, I had a pin in my sleeve. Sew the zipper together so that you don't take it off by accident, because it is so easy to do. If you do not have like a super long zip for your zipper pouch and you're using zipper by the yard, then please do it, because then you won't have to spend ages unpicking it like I did. And that's also why I made the stitch length a little bit longer, just in case that's what I had to do. I've got something in my sleeve. What is that? Oh, it's the plastic thing from the unpicker. Oh my god, that felt so uncomfortable. So what we're going to do is I'll be back with you in a minute, in a second, like that. But I need the toilet and I need a cup of tea. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll be back and finally finish this. Okay, so I've got my zipper foot still on, and I've changed my stitch length to 3 because that gives it more professional finish. Not that you'll really be able to see it because it's black on black, but so I'm gonna start stitching now. And then turn it round and do the other side like so. And then we're going to do the zipper tabs, which is here, and I've also put on a little D-ring dangly thing because I'm going to cut out a key ring on the laser for it, so I can have more danglies. So I'm going to drink some of my tea because tea is life, and then we'll finish this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the excess zip there. These are just crappy knot fabric scissors, and cut it off here. There, get rid of them, and then we are going to put the zipper tabs on. I'm a bit nervous about this bit not being attached, so I'm going to sew it. I'm going to sew the ends again because I'm so nervous of ripping the zip off again. I did that the first one, so the first time around. So I'm just going to move all the things, keep them safe in there. I'm going to change to my normal 1/4 inch foot. There we go. Oh, I'm so terrified of the zip coming off. It's so difficult. Normal zips don't have the zips come off. Maybe I should have done this bit first. Okay. Phew. Oh my my gosh. Right, okay, that's worked. I'm going to do it on the other side. Literally just because I am so scared of it coming off again. I am not unzipping anything. I am not unzipping anything. I swear to God. Okay, so I've just attached the tabs on with some clips and I'm going to sew them on now. I think it's going to be so cool. And I've put the side with the D-ring clip thing on the side opposite from the zip. So I'm just going to take that off. Put that in there and stop. Okay, and I went over it like a bajillion times because I don't want it to come off. It'll be in, that bit will be in the seam allowance, so you won't see it anyway, where all the stitches are. I just think that it's better to be safe than sorry. Don't want our zipper pouches coming undone at all. So I'm gonna place that on there, there, don't know. I don't know how to English today. So we're going to sew that on and backstitch and repeat a bajillion times. That's a real number, I swear. Okay, so I've just clipped both sides of the zipper pouch and I'm going to change my zipper fork to the normal one that comes in the sewing machine because we don't need a 1/4 inch, we need a 3/8 of an inch, and that's what the standard one is. 1/4 inch is only for quilting, 3/8 of an inch is for like everything else, making clothes and such. And I'm going to backstitch at the beginning and the end of each row, of each side, whatever, you know what I mean. So, oops, I did bring the sewing machine closer, that's for sure. I miss having a sewing machine with the start-stop because then I don't need to do the pedals. Okay, so. Oh, and I forgot, I got this thingy, this thing, the seam guide, because I keep going off the edges. There we go. Seam guide is useful. Right, one side done. Now on to the other side. Take that clip off first. There we go. So go forwards and backwards. And forwards again. Daisy, because that fabric is so flimsy with that interface in it. I've got an idea. Move it and go forward with it. There we go. Now I know I keep stopping to read my instructions / have a cup of tea, that's because this is more tricky than a normal zipper pouch where you sew all the way around and leave a gap in the lining. This one is a bit more tricky. So I will be back to you, and also I do want to drink my cup of tea. So let's go back to you in a moment. This bit is a bit tricky. So I've ironed the seams open on both sides, okay, and I've also taped the little D-ring thing. Well, I'm going to plug my camera back in. Alright. Okay. Is that charged in there? I think so. Okay, so I was wrong. I just watched back and read my notes, made extensive notes from the video, and you tape 2 1/4 by 2 5/8, so that's 1 after 5 1/2, and then cut that around. How would you do that? Like that, I would think. Like that. Okay, so I need me cutting that. Oh, we're cutting through a lot of fabric. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Nervous to do it. What if it fucks it up? Right, 2 5/8 by 2 1/4. Okay. Oh God. Right, okay, let's do it. Oh. Oh, why is it not doing it? Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, there we go. I've got to use the giant one because I think it's too thick. There's lots of pressure there. Oh God, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to draw it and cut it because I'm nervous. If I get it to that point, where's the pencil go? Right, okay. Oh, got to get them all to that point there, and cut it with the scissors, which are, where are the goddamn scissors? Oh, oh, where are they? Oh no, I'll be back when I found the scissors. They were over there. So I cut that off. Oh, it's cut off my fucking point. Oh, God damn it. Right, okay. It will be worth it. Trust the process. Trust the process. It's cut off my fucking flying geese though. This better fucking work. I'm actually mad. Right, so how do you do it that way? How does she do it that way? The fabric scissors, not the bloody rotary cutter. Sorry, I had the pen lid in my mouth. Okay, right, so I do the like this, like that, and then like that. This is like the friction pen, but it's pretty, called Legami by Legami Milano. The just erasable pen, I don't think. Okay. I'm a bit annoyed about doing the flying geese, cutting them off, but trust the process. We can always make more little improv triangles. Right, we've done that. We're losing the points. Look at it. Look, we're losing all the points. Losing all the bloody triangles. Right, okay. Let me see what else she does and then we'll be back to you. So now we're going to do it with the 3/8 of an inch again. So I'm going to unclip that, but hold it very tightly. the inside looks really cool, you know. Not that anyone will see it, but I just love seeing all the stitches, all the quilting. So we have to turn this whole thing to be the right way around, and it's quite tricky to get it to do because it's quite stiff. But let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. That's not at all what I thought it would look like. I didn't plan for this. I just thought I came across the video and was like, oh, let's do that one. But I didn't plan that it would cut off all of my flying geese. Oh, that looks so much better on the bottom though. Oh, right, okay. So I think that the best way to do this with the flying geese is to have like a flat one, unless you don't mind them all coming apart. Oh, that looks so cool. It's not even finished yet, but it's nearly there. Look at that. And it's gonna be chunky. Gonna be nice and big. Oh, that'd be perfect. I thought it would be bigger, so it's gonna be like that. But isn't that nice? Like it stands up. Oh, right, okay. I'm very conflicted because it looks so pretty, like the flying geese and all the quilting and everything, but it's cut it all off, so I'm not happy about that. But it's like nice and big and like it's good. Oh, I'm gonna make loads of these, but I'm so conflicted because it looks really cool. Like the size is brilliant, the design is brilliant, obviously, but just cut it all off. Okay. Oh my god. Right. Okay. So I wonder what we do. Oh, I wonder how we do it. How do we do it? We'd have to, I imagine, have to sew those together like that, I would think. Do something like that, but you'd have to do it from the inside out, wouldn't you? Because then it's proper. Yeah, right. Let's find out how she does it, and then I'll show you how to do. So what I've done is I've ironed on the inside of the bag, and I laid it all flat, and I ironed the seams flat. Okay, and then I've got the handle, and I've put the handle on the side without the D-ring thing. So that we're gonna just sew the handle down now. I think that would be nice to have a handle. I wasn't sure about the handle, and I'm going to unzip it so it's flatter. But I'm going to get rid of that because just for now. So I'm going to make sure that that is all together like that. Right. Let's see. So I apologise that you can't really see, but I told you what I'm doing. I don't know how to move the camera. So I'm gonna sew that on. Might be able to see a little bit better there. Let me move you around. That might help. And then I'm going to get the pedal. I'm going to sew that on. Right, So the handle is on now. That's pretty cool. And then we sew the seam, we get the corners, right, and sew them like this, flat to each other, yeah? So it's a bit like, what's going on? But oh, just you wait, because it's like really cool. So we've got one side done, and I'm just going to do that with all the other sides, and then we'll move on to the next bit. So I shall come back to you when I've done that. It's literally, you line it up together like this, put a clip in it, and then take it to the sewing machine and stitch it, and do that to all 4 sides, okay? So I'm just making sure that you can't see the outside, like the lining's all in place, which is not there. So I've been doing this for quite a while because I don't know what's gone on, but the lining has slipped. So I'll have to keep that in mind for future zipper pouches. That's all done now. So I'm just going to see what we have to do next. I know I have to trim all the threads off and trim it down a bit, because I think what we have to do, I'm going to double check, is turn it inside out and then sew it so that it covers that up. It's like a French seam. So I'm going to double check what we need to do. So I've trimmed the threads and I have turned it all inside out and poked it out of the corner. You can see those bits are cut off there. So now what we have to do is sew the seam 3/8 of an inch. So I'm going to change back to the other foot. 3/8 of an inch along this, and it's a bit bulky, I can feel that already. So I'm just going to take it really slowly and I'm going to back stitch again. So let's see what it looks like now. Look at that! Is that, or is that not brilliant? So you can only really see one of the 3 rows of the flying geese, which is a bit annoying, to be honest. However, I think it looks so cool, and it's got the little handle on, and it's all finished perfectly. So I can't wait to put all this stuff in it, and I'm going to definitely make some more, but I think that I would probably just use plain fabric or just quilt the fabric, not piece it, because you can't see the piece in properly. Like, I cut out all them bloody triangles for nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold each side over and iron it so that it's more crisp. I think that there should be a different way to do the seams because it's just quite bulky now, and it wasn't bulky before. That's a bit disappointing, but other than that, I really like it. I like how big it is. I like that it stands up proper. Do you know what would be dead cute is if you could put like a little pocket inside. I think that would be fun. So there's a zipper pouch, a bit of a more of a square shape than a big rectangle. Can you believe this is like 18 inches or something ridiculous? It's massive. It was massive and now it's not. How big is it now? How much have we took off it? So we took off about 10 inches, which is a lot. So, but it looks good. I do wish that it wasn't as bulky on the corners. I really like this way of doing the zipper tabs. I'm definitely going to incorporate that more in future ones. Yeah, the corners keep turning in on itself because of that bulky seam. I don't know. I'll have to try it again with just plain fabric and see if it's the piecing and the quilting that's done it, because the lady, she didn't piece hers. So anyway, look at that. Is that or is that not just absolutely fandabby-dozy? So I'm going to put all my stuff in it. It's for my camera, and obviously I'm using my camera to show you guys this, so I can't put it in now, but look at that. Look at that. Is that or is that not just fabulous? Right, shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.